Good afternoon, everyone. Same process as ever with mics on either side of the room. We'll set an embargo partway through for 10:30 p.m. this evening. Somewhere to start? Simon?
Hiya. Pep, when we spoke to you after the derby, you seemed so down and so fed up about what had happened. It genuinely felt as though you'd reached a point where you didn't know what else you could do. How low did you get after that game? How near did you get to thinking, I can't do this?
Well, you just finished a game that we lost it when we were close to win, and we lost a game for the circumstances that happened. Yeah, I was not happy, yeah. But the terms of, I try to be honest with myself here now, right now, and 6-7 days ago about my feelings about the team and the other one. But you fell down 6 times, you have to stand up 7. So it's not an alternative. I'm fine. I'm a normal person with the feelings like all of us. And when the situation is going well, we are better. When it's not going well professionally, so we are more, what we have to do. But that it's normal. It's not. I will not go to the press conference when 87 minutes, 86, we would 1-0 up, and after what happened, I will be here, expressing something like I didn't feel.
You've had a rare week where you haven't had a game. Has that almost offered a chance in some way for the players to reset a bit and kind of almost go again, start again at Aston Villa tomorrow?
Yeah, but that is obvious. You have to start again, but that doesn't mean what is going to happen. Even when in the past, when we won in many games in a row, we didn't know what's going to happen. Of course, we have to try it again and do it again, and sooner or later, we'll turn around. So I don't know when, because some problems we had in the squad. Ruben is out for a long time. Ederson, I don't know, will be ready tomorrow. So, and we have to continue. It's only what we have to do.
Hi, Pep. Sorry, can I just clarify what you said there? You said Ruben's out for a long time.
I said yes. Yeah, 3-4 weeks will be out. Yeah,
3 or 4 weeks. Okay. And what's the issue?
Muscular. 75 minutes against United, felt something but he's so strong and he won't stay on the pitch, and now he's injured.
I was about to ask you whether your injury situation was going to get better with Manuel Akanji. Is he potentially being back?
Yeah, it's good. Manu, John, they are back training last 2 days, so that's good for us.
And John Stones and Kovacic obviously were back on the bench and part of the squad for Manchester United.
Yeah,
is that a boost for you to have those back available for this game?
Yeah, of course. As much players we come back is better.
And like Simon asked you, obviously, having a free week, how much of an opportunity does that give you to work on specifics for this Aston Villa game? Because a lot of the time it's about rest and recovery, not much time to prepare, some specifics, but this is a bit of a free time.
Yeah, we make a good two training sessions. Today, the 3rd. Yeah, good. We train good. The guys are ready.
Thank you.
Hi, Pep. Is there anything from the last time you visited Villa that you could bring to this game, or is it like 2 completely different things? Because you didn't have Rodri as well in that game last time, I think.
Yeah, but after they come back here, we beat them 4-1. You have to analyze the guys the times we drop points or lose points. I'm sorry. So we were more than lose in the past. Of course, we lost there. They were better by far. They came here, we were better. So different. Why you have to compare what happened there, what happened here now? We will play here. So the past is the past. So it's a new moment, and the situation, you have to deal with it.
And with Manu and John coming back, even though we don't have Ruben, do you think they are able to start? Do you have more options for your back four?
I don't know yet. Yesterday was the first training session, I would say, properly, and have been out for a while, so we'll see. We'll see tomorrow.
Andy?
Hi, Pep. It's obviously been a difficult time for John Stones. How much of a difference when he's back on the field can he make? Can he give you the lift potentially?
Of course, it's important everybody back and his best. When you are, what I said before, when you are injured for 3-4 weeks and after come back, you need a little more time to be your best. But of course, it's important. important player for us for many years.
Just on this experience, obviously it's been a tough time. It's sort of unprecedented in your managerial career. But have there been times when, thinking back to when you were a footballer, when you went through similar tough times, that you can relate to and use that experience now?
I handle good moments. I handle good the bad ones. So I had the bad ones in these 30, 40 years, the career as a manager, but always we make, after a while, 2, 3, you know, we were able to come back, and now it's take longer. So we take experience with that. I always see in the future. So if you analyze, I have been more than 40 bad days in terms of results. That is the truth. And you're comparing in 8 years, so it's much better. So compare 8 years, have incredible things we have done, and now with this 45 of more than 40 days, yeah, it's bad. It's absolutely. I said after United, so we don't have defense. The result speaks for itself. In the past, it speaks for itself, and now the reality, right now, it speaks for itself. Nothing much to say. We are not winning games. We have to win games. It doesn't matter circumstances, the problems, yes, but we have to do it, and we are not doing that. And I know that the moment we can get a good result, so the team is coming back and we'll be back. And this is what I try to do.
Pep, approaching January, I know I've asked you a lot about potential for players coming in. Is there any potential scope for any players to leave, would you say, next month?
Leave?
Yeah, because lots of players, like, for example, James McAtee, Nico Riley, they're not getting many minutes.
I don't think so. No.
And with regards to the way you refresh the squad, I mean, traditionally players here seem to decide when they want to move on for a new challenge, don't they? It tends to be up to them, and you say that if they want to go, then you'll allow them to go. As players approach the end of their contracts, and the longer this run goes on, do you have to start thinking about some potentially difficult conversations with players to say the other way around, from the club's point of view, that maybe moving forward they will not be required? Sorry, because I maybe misunderstand it. So you're saying that if the clubs come to ask for some players to stay instead to leave? Traditionally, it's up to the player, isn't it? We've seen lots of examples where the players come to you and said, "Look, I want a new challenge." Yeah. But this is an unprecedented run, isn't it, of form? Is there a time with players specifically coming towards the end of their contracts that you have to, as a club, sit down and say, well, actually, there might be certain players that it's the right time for you to say to them, we want to sell you, rather than the other way around? I don't know. It will be at the end of the season. It depends on the perform all of us. So now it's not in reality. At the end of the season, we'll see what is the situation. And we take, always I said, what I want is my players back. You know, have the squad. I have the same feeling that the squad is really good. The problems we didn't have. It's not about we are good or bad players, or it's not about that. It's we didn't have. Now we start because now we lost 2 important figures for a while. But it's what it is. It happened in the beginning and continue. And when one is the players back, that is. And after, what's going to happen in winter, what's happening in the end of the season, the club, of course, and myself, we're going to decide what is the best for the team. And can I just finish by asking about Aston Villa, because you know from experience the difficulties, particularly of managing a successful Premier League campaign alongside the Champions League and having success in both competitions. Well, so far Aston Villa have adapted seemingly very well. How impressed have you been with what they've done this season specifically? Yeah, no surprise. Top excellent manager, handled many things and have done incredible success like season, qualifying in the Champions League. The result in Champions League speaks for itself. And they are handling good, because Unai have been in many clubs handling both competitions, European and local competitions, and done really well. So it's not a surprise that they reinforce the squad. The squad is depth, is a long squad. It's really good. So yeah, in that terms, it's nice.
Set the embargo there for